Mr. Jonathan 211. What's up, JT? My 2014 24 Avenger AC went out. It's almost summertime. In fact, it is summertime. You gonna really upset the missus with no AC. System is charged. High pressure side is hot. High pressure side is hot or high. Low pressure side isn't cold. Could it be the compressor? It was running freezing cold yesterday, and now nothing. The typical way we can tell if compressor is at fault. I don't know. I hope you got gauges hooked up. If your system is on, your compressor is running, meaning the clutch is engaged, and you have the AC on, you have gauges hooked up. If your gauges are pretty much the same pressure reading on both sides, meaning it's around 100 on the low side and 100 on the high side, that simply means your compressor not pumping. Your compressor is not doing its job. From that standpoint, you can assume the compressor is internally not doing what it's supposed to do. Bad. Okay, I hate that word, but I'm on YouTube. That is the number one word. The compressor is bad. All right, now your thinking is it was running freezing cold yesterday. You saying because system is charged, high pressure side is hot. What do you mean hot? High pressure is supposed to be hot. That is higher pressure. The higher the pressure, the higher the temperature. Okay, low pressure side isn't cold. Could it be the compressor? AC is about pressure readings, man. Diagnosing AC is about pressure readings. So, what are your pressures on the low side, and what are your pressures on the high side while the compressor is running? Meaning the compressor is on. Okay, so all of that matters. All right, now if you got 300 psi on the high side, then yeah, you got high side restriction. So it's hard to diagnose AC problems without knowing the pressure readings. Let me put it like that. Yeah, that makes sense. It's hard to diagnose, even if you're doing it online or over the phone. Whoever you're speaking to has to know some kind of idea, has to have an idea what the pressure readings are, because yes, that matters. All right. So right, we can't go any further unless, I know what pressure readings, but it was running freezing cold yesterday and now nada. I wouldn't automatically assume that fault is the compressor. All right, let me put it that way. When y'all, I'm gonna say this, nothing against you, Mr. Jonathan, but when people guess at their repair, it's weird how I pick the most expensivest guess. Like I heard one guy say, "Man, my car ain't running right. It must be a PCM." It's like, damn, dude, once you start low, man, do you know how much a PCM costs? Don't never pick the most expensive part on the car to guesstimate it. I know some people have no way around guessing, or they have no choice but to guess because they don't have the proper scan to. But if you're gonna guess, I'm against guessing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating you guess at it. I suggest you get it properly diagnosed. But if you have no choice but to guess, start low. Start evap leak. Start with a gas cap. That's $10. That's a $10 gamble. Okay. If that's not the problem, keep the receipt, get your $10 back, and then work your way up. Again, this only if you're guessing. Try not to guess. Evap leaks, you need a smoke machine to properly diagnose this stuff. AC problems, you need AC gauges. You got to know what the pressure readings are before you can properly diagnose AC. All right, I hope that made sense. Didn't sound like it came out right, but I hope it made sense. Mr. Jonathan, yeah, I checked all wires and replaced all sensors. Easy. What are we talking about? I got lost again. Oh man, when I get on these weird rants, I get lost. Yeah, I checked all wires and replaced all sensors, cam, crank, plus all oil control valve and actuators, and did the phasers a couple of months back. Okay. We're still talking about the P0016. Oh, you did all it. Now, let's see. That's what I just got through speaking about. Now, if this code was up and it was active, okay, meaning if you erase it, typically if you have cam phasers causing camshaft codes, okay, that's not an active thing. That's not one of those things where as soon as you start the car, the code come back. Okay, because it has to run through testing before the computer will see that there's a problem with camshaft rotation. Okay, normally active electrical codes are wiring issues. So please tell me you didn't replace everything you mentioned right here because you had inactive cam sensor code. Diagnostic has to be done in an orderly fashion to avoid spending and in some cases wasting money. All right, so for everybody out there, try to this is a lot of parts. Okay, cam, crank, plus all oil control valve, actuators, and did the phasers. All right. Again, you got it fixed. Supposedly it's running right, so that's a good thing. All right. And guys, please note, I'm not dogging anybody out. I just don't want you guys wasting money. But there's a level, I understand there's a level of guessing that has no choice but to be done. All right, let me move on. AC gauges at Harbor Freight, 36 little measly bucks. Who that asked me an AC question? Shame on you if you don't have some AC. Now, if there's no Harbor Freight in your area, I would let you slide. But in the meantime, Mythical Plays just alerted the whole online mechanic tip community that Harbor Freight sell AC gauges for roughly $37. You $40. Thank you, Mystical, for letting us know that. All right. Invest in tools and you will have them many years. Yes, I agree with Mystical. Okay, Izzy paid $75 for my PCM. Oh, you bought one. Okay, go. Thank you, man. Thank you. I thought you got one of them OEM ones from the dealer. No. Pay like $1,000. Pay $75 for my PCM from Local Savage and program it with my Mac code. Man, that is what's up. Izzy. Yeah, that is what's up. Okay. Everything don't have to be new, man. Y'all better get with the program, man. Mystical surprise, Matco can program. So the 16 code came randomly and came back no matter what. Okay, yeah, that's the one you put the PCM on. Izzy, all right. Did you put new timing chain? Okay, I think he's talking to Izzy. Those always change, stretch. Do the change always stretch? I guess that's a question. I have yet to replace a timing chain set on a 3.6 Pentastar. So I don't know. I mean, you guys might be dealing with higher mileage cars than we are. So bought my battery for the Magnum at Costco. Got the big expensive battery, $150. Dude, that ain't nothing, Dart. Our batteries are 180. Now, this is a chart. They all take the 700 cold cranking amp battery. That is the big battery. I think in some cases our battery is almost $200. Okay, it's just a battery, brand new battery with a Mopar stick on it. I don't know what's special about it, but batteries are getting outrageous and they only last in a year in some cases. So, but if you got that battery for $150, you did good, my man. Dark Hemi, that's what's up.